Hi, I'm Don Burgess, and today I'm going to deconstruct the cinematography of the movie Contact. Bob comes up and says, so I got this idea for a shot. It starts here on the floor, and you see the popcorn, and he comes around and we follow the girl up the stairs. We go down the hallway, and she reaches into the vanishing chest, we pull out, and the mirror closes, and you see the reflection of the picture on the wall. And you go, my God, that's fantastic. Was that 7, 8, 9, 10 shots? What do you think? And he goes, no, Don, it's one shot. Right. Okay. All right, Bob, no problem. We can do that. And so eventually you figure out how to make all that work, because conceptually it is just a brilliant shot that he came up with that he wanted to execute. The popcorn lying on the floor starts it off getting spilled. Now, this is the way Bob's brain works, and this is why it's so much fun to work with him. When the popcorn lands and it's sitting on the floor, it's actually in a constellation, right? And then you pull back from that. And then when you go up the stairs on the other side, it's already flopped, right? So the first time you see those staircases, or you establish those staircases, I think it was afterwards because it's after the father dies. But anyway, the point is that he built the set so we could flop the staircase so that it's already a reflection. You don't know yet, but it's already a reflection. The camera then has to go up the stairs with a very strong Steadicam operator, run up the stairs, and there's, in essence, a herd of people because you got a focus puller, you got Tony Rivetti, and you've got, my dolly grip at the time, Moose, hanging on to the guy, and you've got a sound man that's got to mic this thing, and 2 different sound people and booms, and all this is going on. So it sounds like an army just running, through the set. And then, Bob says, now when she gets, halfway down the hallway, we need to go into slow motion. Okay, so back in that era, you couldn't just do that in post-production. It had to happen at the time. You had to ramp the camera speed at that particular point to create slow motion, right? So that had to happen also. So we had to ramp the camera speed. So the idea was distance yourself from her. That was the notes to the operator. Distance yourself from her. So you got to pull away from her and switch into slow motion because the idea is she can't get to the medicine in time to save her father. So then we go into the bathroom. And now this is where Ken Ralston's visual effects kick into this phenomenal transition, this blend into a mirror and the medicine. So you get the idea of her grabbing the medicine and the mirror closes, and then you see the reflection of her father in a picture on the wall hanging in the bathroom. And that's where it dissolves out into the funeral. So that's an idea that doesn't just happen on the day. That's an idea, fortunately, when you work with Bob Zemeckis, he can tell you this idea 3 months ahead of time when you're planning the movie. So you have time to figure out how to execute that concept. How are we going to do it, fellas? We have time to figure that out. It was a VistaVision camera on a Steadicam. You had a camera, it's called the Beaumont VistaVision camera, and it was a modified Airflex. You had Arri 400-foot magazines combined with a VistaVision body. It was light enough that you could fly it on a Steadicam. And because we had to get the camera from the floor in front of the girl, up the stairs, down the hallway, into the bathroom. At that time, you still needed a larger negative, right, to do your visual effects work. Because there was, in the duplicating process, you would lose image quality and gain grain and things that, didn't make it seamless. So it was always best to start with a bigger negative. In fact, I shot a lot of the movie in 65 millimeter because there were so many visual effects shots in it. So 65 millimeter, VistaVision, and 35 millimeter anamorphic if it was just a straight normal dialogue scene without any visual effects done in the background. So that's how we were able to, in my mind, when that was projected on the screen at the biggest theater in Los Angeles at the premiere, it was seamless, absolutely seamless. There's 2 ways to balance that exposure out so it doesn't change. you just got to calculate that exposure up front. So you know you're going to lose 2 stops of light or whatever we went to. I can't recall whether, the camera might not have, maybe 60 frames is all that camera could go. I don't remember exactly. As I recall, with that camera, what we were capable of doing is the stop opens up as the frame rate climbs to keep the exposure the same. So the lens just opens up, right? So which becomes actually a better thing to happen at that point in the scene. It becomes more dramatic, more focused on her. And I mean, that's what we did, and it worked out great. And it was take 1, and we never did another one. No, I'm just kidding. I don't remember how we did. Yeah, we did it until the Steadicam operator was like, "Where's this?" I mean, "Hey, guys, I'm tagging out here. We got this, right?"